Alright, so in this problem, I have 5 to the power of x plus 2 is equal to 4 to the power of x. So to solve this, I'm going to first take the natural log on both sides. So I have ln 5 to the power of x plus 2 is equal to ln 4 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form ln a to the power of b, I can actually move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times ln a. So for ln 5 to the power of x plus 2, I can move x plus 2 to the front. And for ln 4 to the power of x, I can move x to the front. So now I'm going to have x plus 2 times ln 5 is equal to x times ln 4. Now if I distribute the x and the 2, I get x times ln 5 plus 2 times ln 5 is equal to x times ln 4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 2 ln 5 on both sides. So now I have x times ln 5 is equal to x times ln 4 minus 2 times ln 5. Now if I subtract x times ln 4 on both sides, these two cancel out and I'll be left with x times ln 5 minus x times ln 4 is equal to negative 2 times ln 5. Now if I factor out x from here, I get x times ln 5 minus ln 4 is equal to negative 2 times ln 5. Now, if I have something in the form ln a minus ln b, this is the same thing as ln a over b. So ln 5 minus ln 4, can rewrite that as ln 5 over ln 4, or sorry, ln 5 over 4, which is equal to negative 2 times ln 5. Now negative 2 ln 5, remember how I can move this to the front. So now I'm going to have x times ln 5 over 4 is equal to ln 5 to the power of negative 2, which is the same thing as 1 over 25. So now if I divide both sides by ln 5 over 4, these two cancel out and I'll be left with x is equal to ln 1 over 25 over ln 5 over 4. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of 900 minus 9 to the power of 902. So to solve this, I'm going to first go ahead and rewrite 902 as 900 plus 2. So now I have 9 to the power of 900 minus 9 to the power of 900 plus 2. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, 9 to the power of 900 plus 2, that's going to equal 9 to the power of 900 times 9 to the power of 2. Now from here, if I factor out 9 to the power of 9 to the power of 900, I get 9 to the power of 900 times 1 minus 9 to the power of 2. Now 9 to the power of 2, that's simply equal to 81. So now I have 9 to the power of 900 times 1 minus 81. And 1 minus 81, that's equal to negative 80. So I have 9 to the power of 100 times negative 80. Now 9, that's the same thing as 3 to the power of 2. So now I have 3 to the power of 2 to the power of 900 times negative 80. And this is the same thing as 3 to the power of 1800 times negative 80. So I can actually move this negative sign to the front. So this is actually going to equal negative 3 to the power of 1800 times 80. So this is my answer. Now, a second method of solving this problem First start with 9 to the power of 900 minus 9 to the power of 902. Now, instead of rewriting 902 as 900 plus 2, I'm going to rewrite 900 as 902 minus 2. So now I have 9 to the power of 902 minus 2 minus 9 to the power of 902. Now I'm going to rewrite this as 9 to the power of 902 plus negative 2 minus 9 to the power of 902. So now this is equal to 9 to the power of 902 times 9 to the power of negative 2 minus 9 to the power of 902. Now if I factor out 9 to the power of 902, I get 9 to the power of 902 times 9 to the power of negative 2 minus 1. Now this is the same thing as 9 to the power of 902 times 9 to the power of negative 2 is the same thing as 1 over 81. So I have 1 over 81 minus 1. And this is the same thing as negative 80 over 81. So this is my answer. This is another way of writing the answer. Alright, so for this problem, I have x to the power of x to the power of 4 is equal to 64. So now to solve this problem, I'm going to first start by taking the power of 4 on both sides. So now I have x to the power of x to the power of 4 to the power of 4 is equal to 64 to the power of 4. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of m times n. And m and n, I can actually change the place of these two. So this is the same thing as a to the power of n times n. Now, if a to the power of m times n is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n, this means that a to the power of n times m is going to equal a to the power of n to the power of m. So we have x to the power of x to the power of 4 to the power of 4. And we can think of x to the power of 4 as m and 4 as n. So if I switch these two places, I get x to the power of 4 to the power of x to the power of 4 is equal to 64 to the power of 4. Now 64, this is the same thing as 8 to the power of 2. So now I have x to the power of 4 to the power of x to the power of 4 is equal to 8 to the power of 2 to the power of 4. Now remember, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 8 to the power of 2 to the power of 4, that's going to equal 8 to the power of 2 times 4, which is 8 to the power of 8. So now I have x to the power of 4 to the power of x to the power of 4 is equal to 8 to the power of 8. Now I'm going to let the variable y equal x to the power of 4. So now if I replace x to the power of 4 with y, I get y to the power of y is equal to 8 to the power of 8. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, this means that a is equal to b as long as b is greater than or equal to 1. So in this case, I have y to the power of y equals 8 to the power of 8, and as you can see, a is greater than or equal to 1, meaning this I could write this in form a equals 8 or y equals 8. So remember how we set y equal x to the power of 4, meaning I have x to the power of 4 is equal to 8. So now to solve this, I'm going to take the fourth root on both sides. So now I have the fourth root of x to the power of 4 is equal to fourth root of 8. Fourth root of x to the power of 4 is simply x, so I have x is equal to fourth root of 8. So this is my answer. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem 2 to the power of 16 minus 1. So to solve this, I'm going to first rewrite this as 2 to the power of 8 times 2 minus 1. And the reason I did this is because if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So I'm going to rewrite 2 to the power of 8 times 2 as 2 to the power of 8 to the power of 2. and I have this minus 1. Now I'm going to rewrite 1 as 1 squared, which is the same thing as 1. And the reason I put this in this form is so now I can use the property a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 8 and b is 1. So using this formula, I get 2 to the power of 8 plus 1 times 2 to the power of 8 minus 1. Now 2 to the power of 8 is equal to 2 times 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 2. And this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4 squared. 2 to the power of 4 is 16, so this is 16 squared, which is 256. So I can replace 256 with 2 to the power of 8. So now I have 256 plus 1 times 256 minus 1, which is equal to 257 times 255. Now, instead of multiplying this the usual method, which takes way too long, I'm going to be using a different method, which is much simpler. So what I'm going to be doing is rewriting this as 200 plus 57 times 200 plus 55. And this way I can distribute. So I get 200 squared plus 200 times 55 plus 57 times 200 plus 57 times 55. Now 200 squared is equal to 40,000. 200 times 55, I'm going to write this right here, 200 times 55, we have 0, 0, 10, 0, 0, 10, and I add these up, 0 plus 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So I get 11,000, plus now 57 times 200, I'm going to do the same thing, 0, 0, 7 times 2 is 14, 0, 0, 5 times 2 is 10, 4, 1, 1. So I have 11,400. And finally 57 times 55. 7 times 5 is 35, 5 times 5 is 25, 25 plus 3 is 28. 5 times 7 is 35 again, and 5 times 5 is 25, 25 plus 3 is 28. So I add this up. So I get 3,135. So I have 40,000 plus 11,000 plus 11,400 plus 3,135. Now I'm going to add all this up. 11,000 plus 11,400 is 22,400. And 22,400 plus 3,135 is 25,535. So a 40,000 plus 25,535, which is equal to 65,535. So this is my answer.